training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Right to the air is Jackson.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
The numbers for Andrews last week:
4 catches, 51 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's out of bounds. And he'll take this one up to the 35.
Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens, 1st down.
3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? You just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 30, before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Wilkins. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 64 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
7-7, our score after 1. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 40-40. to maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Rolling to his left. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
Freeman with a fast feet. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He completes this to Russell Gage. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Meanwhile, Jackson's throws on target to Duvernay. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Jackson will throw again. Escape, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kwity Paye. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 3rd down, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Down to about the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Wilkins. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it.
Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Back to Taylor on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And that'll be taken in by Strong. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Frank Wright here on fourth down is ready to try for three. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to try back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving yards. He's got a first down. Jackson now. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Ravens on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
So here are the Colts to take over.
They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Again, it's Taylor.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And the Colts getting ready to go.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He finds his man complete. It's Wilkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They'll look to throw now on first down. To the right side, complete to Taylor.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like bats, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. Back to throw. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 24-21. A little over a minute and a half remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on first and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Dobbins with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Jackson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing, Jackson. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And incomplete on the deep ball. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away. The Ravens send their punter out now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. 51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting? We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, or at least get in the field goal range and get us a win.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get this into the hands of Strong. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
They're starting to put together a nice drive. Down to the 42, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, it's Taylor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Now the throw on 3rd down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Extra defensive backs on the field. Towards the incompletion and get off the field on 3rd down.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
That's one of those, Charles, when it works, it looks amazing, and when it doesn't, it means trouble.
Yeah, you're right about that one, partner, because that allows us to say, what are you thinking when it doesn't work? Although I know in his mind when he made the call, he was thinking about the amazing part. But in this case, I think the defense, they caught on to this fairly quickly, and they were able to force the incomplete pass.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 58 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a timeout called for by the offense. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
And, partner, right away, I'm brought back to the words of my special teams coach when I played in college. Sometimes you just have to want to go block a kick.
And here with a chance to win the game at OT on the O-line, you got to max protect.
It's amazing, isn't it? You spend all that time in practice, you go over all the different possibilities, and with the game's on the line, someone leaks through, and now you've got a block kick.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get in overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is thrown at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it.
And for the visit.